Hi guys, my name is Sarah Beth. I'm a musician, artist, and teacher, and today I'd like to talk about what it means to make it as a successful music artist. This is something I've contemplated a lot over the last few years, and my perspective has shifted a lot since when I began. But hopefully, my current perspective might help you on your journey and allow you to come to your own conclusions. It's really important for us to have aims and aspirations, as that allows us to move through life in the direction of what we want. However, if you dig a little bit deeper and ask yourself why you actually want the things you desire, there's always going to be an emotion at the end of it, whether that be love, validation, adoration, acceptance. It's usually just to feel better. That's what we want. But you have to ask yourself, what is stopping you from feeling better about yourself in the current moment? Why can you not love yourself right now at this present time? Like, do you really need it from all these people? Can you not be happy with what you make right now, with the gifts you have? Or will you only feel like it's good enough when you get the praise back from other people? And I think a lot of the times that's what we base our success on. That's definitely what I did. I felt like, well, if enough people can tell me, not just like 5, but like 100 can tell me that it's good enough, then I'll believe it. But what this does is it takes away your power as a musician or an artist, and it just makes you try to appease other people a lot more. So I've decided to focus on things that I can control, which would be showing up every day to write the best music I possibly can, enjoying the process of mastering my skills as an artist, and releasing that out into the world. After that point, I cannot control how many people are going to listen or how many people it's going to impact. So therefore, I'm just not even going to worry about that. And I cannot tell you the amount of stress that has alleviated from me just by changing my mindset in that way. Because it's hard to be creative when you're stressed, and often you get into these flow states when you're really relaxed. So if you can try to alleviate stress as much as possible from your life and enjoy the process, get into that creative flow because you want to get there, because that's an enjoyable place to be, I swear your music is going to improve so much. Point number 2, is your mind and your heart's desires in alignment? So for a long time, I thought that I wanted to perform a lot, as that's what I saw other successful artists doing. So therefore, if I did a lot of, festivals or performances, then I would get my name out there, and then that's how I would be successful. So that was my plan for a long time. And I was doing this meditation over lockdown where it would ask me to visualize my future house, spouse, relationship, and career. And I was like, oh, this is great. So I would go in and do my meditation. And I realized that what kept coming up was very different to what I was actually aiming for in real life. So in the meditation, what I was desiring was, my future house, having loads of artwork everywhere, me painting artwork and me making things and having it everywhere, and just having it really colorful and beautiful, and having this little cabin next to my house, or I don't know, I guess, what would it be, an extension where I would do my music and I would do my classes, and where I would just write and record. And there was no sign of screaming, adoring fans showing up. There was no concerts. There was no outward adoration. So it was funny because I was like, wait, no. Let me shoehorn in the performances because that's what I want. But it wasn't. And even when I was doing it, I just wasn't seeing this come up as something that I actually really wanted. So I thought that was interesting. And I wondered, well, maybe it's been so difficult, and maybe I found that getting gigs and performing has been so hard because I don't really even want it that badly. Maybe I think I want it, or I think what it'll give me is what I want, but I'm not sure if this is actually what I want. And I think for me, what I love most about music is being in my own world, creating it and writing songs. That's what I really love. So that was funny. It just kind of made me realize that, what I'm telling myself isn't always what's best for me. Sometimes you have to listen to your heart, because that will always know what's the right direction. And it's not a case of giving up on your dreams. It's not a case of being scared to go for opportunities. It's more about listening in and feeling what's right for you. Feeling like, yeah, this feels like a good opportunity to go for. This feels like me. This is authentic to me. So therefore I'm going to go in this direction, rather than doing things just because you feel like you should. I mentioned earlier how exciting it is to become the master of your craft, but even more exciting than that is to become the master of who you are and diving fully into your authentic self and developing that inner trust. I think a lot of the times when we don't develop this inner trust, we start adopting everyone else's beliefs as our own, and we start believing that, what everyone else is doing is the right thing just because everyone else seems to be doing it. So when you're on social media and you're scrolling and you're seeing everyone else being so successful, doing all these different things, getting all these subscribers and whatever, it's very, very alluring to feel that you're inadequate and that you're doing something wrong and that this is something you need to aim for. There's definitely some correlation between envy and inspiration. I have noticed myself that Instagram evokes a lot more envy in me, whereas YouTube, a lot more inspiration. I become quite inspired when I listen to people and they educate me on new topics. And even Spotify, when I listen to an artist, album, or I listen to their music and their creations, whereas Instagram just feels like somewhere where we just show our successes and flaunt things to the world. There's just different energies about these different things. And I think taking in more content that is inspiring to you is definitely a good thing, because we've all been inspired, and competition can be healthy. I remember when I was younger, me and my best friend used to have drawing competitions between each other, and we used to always push each other on. And even to this day now, we're both 26, I'll go back home and I'll draw with her and we'll just hang out together drawing. So that's like a beautiful thing that we share together. Just like anything, from art to music to humor, success is completely subjective, and its definition is going to change over the course of our lives. I think the best thing you can do is to allow your dreams to evolve along with you, and realize that what you wanted when you were 12 is going to be very different to what you wanted now. So it is absolutely okay to allow in new perspectives as your awareness expands about what's possible for you as a music artist, because there's even avenues of the music industry that are probably yet to be created that we're not even aware of right now. So I think live an authentic life, continue on this journey of self-discovery, because the most important thing is that your music is going to develop along with you. The more you open your mind to new possibilities, free yourself, and just enjoy the process, your music is going to benefit in turn, which is the ultimate gift. So thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this. It's my first video, so I'm going to gradually improve over time. My name is Sarah Beth. Thank you again, and talk to you soon.